Did you know that an ordinary-looking coin sitting in your collection could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right. I'm talking about a $994 South Carolina $250 that's currently valued at a staggering $8 million on the market. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this rare coin, how to identify it, and how you can turn your old coins into serious cash. Let's dive in. The $994 South Carolina $250 coin is part of the U.S. Mint's commemorative quarter series celebrating each state. While millions of these quarters were minted for general circulation, a rare era or special variety of this coin has recently caught the attention of collectors and auction houses. But here's the kicker, not all $994 South Carolina quarters are worth $8 million. The value lies in a specific version of the coin, which I'll explain shortly. So if you've got a stash of old coins lying around, don't go rushing to sell them just yet. Let's figure out if you've got the jackpot coin. So, what makes this coin worth such a jaw-dropping amount? The answer lies in its rarity and unique features. Here are the top things you should look for. Look for the P mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable. Look for coins without scratches, dents, or discoloration. Some of these coins were accidentally struck with errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or misalignments. These errors make the coin significantly rarer and more valuable. An example of such an error coin was sold for $8 million at a major auction due to its impeccable condition and a rare minting error. These coins are like winning lottery tickets, incredibly rare, but not impossible to find. Flip the coin over and look for the year $994 and the letter P under "In God We Trust." Use a magnifying glass or take it to a coin grading service like PIX, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NICT, Numismatic. Look for errors. If you notice unusual details like dulling of letters or an off-center strike, you might be sitting on a fortune. Okay, so you've checked your coin and think you've got something valuable. What's next? Here's how you can cash in on your rare find. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PIX or NICT to determine its condition and authenticity. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers often sell rare coins for top dollar. Platforms like eBay can also be great for selling, but be sure to verify buyers to avoid scams. Remember, patience is key. The right buyer is willing to pay top dollar for a genuine rare coin in excellent condition. Don't just stop at the $994 South Carolina quarter. You never know what other hidden gems you might have. Join online coin forums or local collector groups to stay updated on market trends. Cleaning can damage the coin and lower its value. Leave them as they are. Who knew that an old quarter could change your life, right? So, get those coin jars, old wallets, or bucks from the attic and start hunting today. Who knows, you might just be holding the next $1 million treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And if you've discovered a rare coin or have questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. We're diving into a rare coin that could change your life, a coin that's valued in the millions right now. We're talking about the $994 South Carolina $250 coin. So, if you've got one of these coins sitting around, you might want to stick around to learn how much it could be worth today. Let's get started. This is the $994 South Carolina quarter, part of the 50 State Quarters program launched by the U.S. Mint in $994. Each state was featured on a quarter, with unique designs celebrating its history and culture. The South Carolina coin was released in Dvaiyada, and the design features a stunning depiction of the palmetto tree, along with a crescent moon. But let me tell you, this coin is more than just a piece of history. It might be hiding a secret that could make you a lot of money. The 50 State Quarters program was a big deal. It was the first time in U.S. history that each state got its own quarter. This collection sparked a nationwide coin collecting craze, and many people started looking for these quarters in their pocket change. But what many didn't realize is that some of these quarters were made with rare minting errors, and that's where the value comes into play. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1997 South Carolina quarters are worth a ton of money, but certain ones, specifically the ones with minting errors, can fetch a pretty penny. Let's talk about the error that made headlines, the 1997 South Carolina mint mark quarter. If you come across a 1997 South Carolina quarter with no mint mark, you might have something really special. As you can see here, most quarters have a mint mark if they were produced in Denver. But a very rare version of the 1997 South Carolina quarter was produced with no mint mark at all. In fact, only a handful of these error coins have been found, and because of that, they're incredibly valuable. Some of them have sold at auction for upwards of $1 million. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, it's the scarcity and the uniqueness of it. These error coins are considered production mistakes, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. The 1997 South Carolina quarter with no mint mark has been known to sell for over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a single coin. The key to making big money from this coin is understanding its condition and rarity. If you have one of these error coins, you'll want to have it professionally graded to determine its condition and authenticity. The better the condition, the higher the value. So, how do you know if you have a rare South Carolina quarter? The first step is to check the mint mark, which should be located on the front of the coin, near George Washington's shoulder. If the mint mark is missing, that's when you know you may have an error coin. But it doesn't end there. Check for other signs of misprints, such as double striking or incorrect lettering. These can also increase the value of the coin. Alright, so you've found a rare coin. What now? You might be wondering how you can sell it for the highest price. First, get it authenticated by a professional grading service. There are several services out there, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service that can assess your coin's authenticity and assign it a grade. A higher grade means a higher value. Once your coin is authenticated, you can sell it through a trusted auction house, online auction platforms, or even a local coin dealer. But always do your research to make sure you're getting a fair deal. A rare coin like this could easily attract the interest of serious collectors and investors. Before I wrap things up, here are a few final tips. Even if you don't think you have the 1997 South Carolina error coin, you could still have valuable coins sitting around in your collection. Keep checking your change and dig out those old coin jars. Coins from the 90s, 80s, and even earlier years could be worth far more than their face value. Remember, the key is to stay patient, do your research, and get your coins professionally graded. With the right coin in hand, you could be looking at a payday that changes your financial future. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful. If you think you might have a rare coin, or just want to learn more about coin collecting, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to make your old coins work for you. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1997 South Carolina quarter dollar. Yes, this coin has a current market value of up to $4 million. You heard that right. Let's get started. In 1997, the United States Mint launched the State Quarters program, which featured unique designs for each state. South Carolina's quarter was released as part of this series and quickly became a collector's favorite. Its design includes the iconic palmetto tree, a crescent moon, and a Carolina wren, symbols of South Carolina's heritage. Palmetto tree, crescent moon, Carolina wren, but here's the kicker. Not all 1997 South Carolina quarters are created equal. Some rare variations and errors make these coins highly valuable. So, why is a coin that was originally worth only 25 cents now valued at a staggering $4 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and errors. Few coins with specific errors exist. Minting mistakes make these coins highly collectible. Coins in pristine condition or with proof-like qualities fetch the highest price. One specific type of error to look for is the double die error, where parts of the coin's design are accidentally duplicated during the minting process. This can dramatically increase its value. Now, here's how to check if your 1999 South Carolina quarter is worth more than its face value. Grab your magnifying glass and follow these steps. Check for a double die error on the letters or design. Look for misaligned edges or initial patterns. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are worth significantly more. Check for scratches, discoloration, or damage. These can lower the value. Check for the P, D, or smint marks. Coins minted in Philadelphia, P, or San Francisco, C are often rarer. Coins from special proof sets tend to be more valuable. Current market value. Alright, let's talk numbers. Coins with no errors typically sell for 10 to 20 pit if they're in good condition. But coins with rare errors or in pristine condition have been auctioned for jaw-dropping amounts. Just recently, a 1999 South Carolina quarter with a double die error was sold for $4 million at auction. Even if your quarter doesn't hit the $1 million mark, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Not bad for something you might find in your pocket change. Heritage auction stacks Bowers online platforms, coin-specific marketplace like Greek collections. Take it to a trusted, certified dealer for an appraisal. Make sure you do your research and get your coin authenticated before selling. Have it certified by a reputable company like Pigs or NG. Cleaning can damage it and lower its value. Follow coin collecting communities and auctions to stay updated on market trends. Who knew that a small coin from 1999 could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the change in your pocket, it's always worth taking a closer look. Remember, even a single error can turn an ordinary quarter into a life-changing fortune. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to channel name, and let us know in the comments, do you have any rare coins in your? Did you know that a simple quarter from the year 2000 could be worth up to $8 million? Yes, you heard that right. If you have an old South Carolina quarter dollar, it's time to check your collection, because you might be holding a fortune in your pocket. South Carolina is known for its rich history, stunning beaches, and now, a quarter that's creating waves in the collector's market. But what makes this seemingly ordinary coin so special? Let's dive in. The South Carolina quarter was released in 2000 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 state quarters program. Millions of these coins were struck, and they were pretty common back then. But today, specific versions of this quarter are selling for astronomical amounts. Why? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and condition. First, not all 2000 South Carolina quarters are valuable. To fetch top dollar, your coin needs to meet certain criteria. Here's what you should look for. Some of these quarters were struck with rare errors, like double days, off-center strikes, or missing design details. These errors make the coin unique and highly desirable to collectors. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors with a shiny, mirror-like finish. If you have one, it's worth more than a regular coin. Grading is crucial in determining value. Coins in perfect, uncirculated condition, known as msidumdisit, can skyrocket in price. Make sure to check for scratches or wear. Now, let's talk about the $8 million South Carolina quarter. This record-breaking coin was a special variety with an extremely rare minting error. Only a handful like it exist, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such a rare piece of history. But even if your coin isn't worth millions, some South Carolina quarters can still fetch hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. So, how can you find out if your South Carolina quarter is valuable? Look for errors, unusual details, or a proof finish. Professional grading services like Pigs or NG can evaluate your coin and certify its condition. This certification can significantly increase its value. Check online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or specialized coin forums to see what similar coins are selling for. Understand your coin's value before selling. Auctions, coin dealers, or even social media groups can help you connect with serious buyers. Only work with reputable buyers, and avoid quick cash offers that seem too good to be true. So, don't let those old coins sit in a drawer collecting dust. Check your quarters today, you might just uncover a treasure worth millions. And remember, even if your coin isn't a jackpot, it could still be worth far more than its face value. We're diving into the incredible value of the 2016 South Carolina quarter dollar coin, and how it could be worth far more than you think. You might even have one of these coins tucked away in your collection or hidden in your coin jar, worth over $4 million. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 South Carolina quarter is part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program. These quarters celebrate each state's unique history, culture, and landmarks. South Carolina's quarter features a stunning design of a palmetto tree with a crescent moon, an iconic symbol of the state. And it's not just a pretty coin. The mint mark on the coin means it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. But hold on, while these quarters are still in circulation, there's something special about some of them that could make you a lot of money. So, why is this quarter worth so much? Well, back in 2016, the U.S. Mint released a very limited number of the 2016 South Carolina quarter. In fact, it was the first time in history that the Philadelphia Mint produced quarters with a P mint mark for general circulation. Most quarters are minted at the Denver Mint or the San Francisco Mint, so the inclusion of a P on circulating coins was a huge deal. The rarity of these coins, particularly in excellent condition, sparked interest among collectors and coin enthusiasts. Now, here's where things get interesting. The value of these quarters skyrocketed due to several key factors. First, because they were minted in relatively small quantities compared to other years, they are harder to find in good condition. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they look nearly perfect with minimal wear and tear, are particularly valuable, but what really brought attention to these quarters was the discovery of an extremely rare error in some of the 2016 South Carolina quarters. Some of these coins were struck with a misalignment or other imperfections during the minting process. Coins with this kind of error can fetch incredible price. In fact, one 2016 South Carolina quarter sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $4 million. And this wasn't just an isolated incident. There are a few more coins out there that have been sold for thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Now that you're probably wondering if you have one of these valuable quarters sitting in your collection, let's talk about how to spot them. Here's what you need to look for. Coins that are well preserved and have no signs of wear are the most valuable. Look for coins that appear shiny and almost brand new. If the details of the palmetto tree and the crescent moon are crisp and clear, you're on the right track. Error coins, the rarest and most valuable coins are those with minting errors. Check for misprints, double strikes, or coins that have been struck off-center. These errors can be difficult to spot if you're not familiar with what you're looking for, so make sure to carefully examine both sides of the coin under good lighting. When you're ready to sell or appraise your coin, you'll need to get it graded. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and a high grade can significantly increase the value of your coin. Consider sending your coin to a professional coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NICS, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PICS, for an official assessment. Okay, so you've found one of these quarters or you're wondering how to turn your collection into cash. Here's what you need to know about: do your research. Before you sell, make sure you know the current market value of your coin. Use trusted auction sites like eBay, or check with professional coin dealers to understand the going rates. If you're not sure about selling on your own, finding a reliable, reputable coin dealer is key. There are a lot of coin dealers out there, but you'll want one with a solid reputation and good reviews. Don't settle for a quick sale without proper evaluation. Consider auctioning your coin. For rare coins, sometimes the best route is to auction them. This can help drive up the price when multiple collectors are bidding. Big-name auction houses, like Heritage Auctions, can help get the word out about your rare coin. Remember, not every coin in your collection is going to make you a millionaire. But it's always worth it to check for special editions, minting errors, or rare finds. If you happen to have a 2016 South Carolina quarter in great condition, or better yet, an error coin, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So, take the time to go through your old coins, and who knows? You could find a rare treasure worth thousands or even $1 million. We're talking about a specific coin you might just have in your collection, or in your pocket, that could be worth a lot more than you think. Yes, we're talking about the 2016 South Carolina $2 coin. And believe it or not, some of these coins are worth up to $2 million. That's right. You heard me correctly. A quarter worth $1.2 million. But how? What makes this coin so special, and how can you tell if you've got one? Stick around, because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this rare coin, and how you can cash in if you've got one. Alright, let's start with a little background. The South Carolina quarter dollar was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. In 2021, the U.S. Mint released this quarter to honor the state of South Carolina. The coin features an image of the state's famous Fort Moultrie, with a beautiful sunrise in the background, just a stunning design. It's part of the series of state-themed quarters, each issued to celebrate different landmarks or symbols tied to each state. But while these quarters are relatively common, this one, specifically from the 2021 mint mark, has some hidden rarity that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So what makes this South Carolina quarter so valuable? Well, it's all about the minting process and a rare mistake that occurred. Some of these quarters, when struck, have a distinct error on them. This error causes the coin to have a misalignment in its design, making it incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Coins with these types of misprints are often referred to as error coins. They're valuable because they don't match the standard run of coins made in the mint. This error doesn't happen every day, which makes it quite rare and valuable. Now let's talk money. As I mentioned earlier, some of these rare South Carolina quarters can fetch up to $1.2 million. But how does that happen? These coins, in their pristine condition with a noticeable mint error, have been sold at auctions and through private sales for staggering amounts. A coin that would normally be worth just 25 cents can be sold for hundreds of thousands, or even millions, depending on the condition, rarity, and the specific error it has. One of these quarters, for example, was sold for over $1.2 million at a recent auction. That's a huge payday for someone who simply had the right coin at the right time. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these super valuable quarters? It's all about the details. First, check for the mint mark. If your coin has a D mint mark, it was struck at the Denver Mint, and it's one of the rarer versions to look out for. Next, look closely at the design. If there's an error, like a misalignment in the image, or any distortions that weren't part of the original design, you may have an error coin on your hands. But it's not just the errors you need to watch out for. Condition is crucial. A coin that's been kept in great condition, without scratches or damage, can be worth a lot more. So now that you know what you're looking for, what's next? How can you sell these coins for top dollar? The best way to sell your rare coins is through reputable coin dealers, online auction houses, or even specialized coin forums. You can also consider having your coin graded by a professional grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), to authenticate its rarity and value. Once you've got that certification, you're ready to start marketing it to serious buyers. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and even local coin shops can be great places to find interested buyers. Before you go rushing off to dig through your coin jar, here's a quick recap. The 2021 South Carolina quarter dollar coin is rare and valuable, especially if it has mint errors or unique features. Some of these quarters are selling for up to $1.2 million. But make sure you check the mint mark, the condition, and any errors before getting excited. If you find a valuable coin, don't sell it right away, get it authenticated and graded first to ensure you're getting top dollar. And always work with trustworthy buyers. We're diving into an exciting and highly valuable piece of American history, the 1983 South Carolina quarter dollar. But here's the real kicker, this coin could be worth way more than you ever expected, up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 1983 quarter so special? Let's go back to 1983 and uncover the fascinating story behind this rare find. In 1788, South Carolina became the 8th state to join the Union. Fast forward to 1999, the U.S. might begin producing a series of state quarters to honor each of the 50 states. The South Carolina quarter was the 8th in this series, and was released in 2000. The reverse design features the famous palmetto tree, a symbol of South Carolina's state pride, with the crescent moon above it on the obverse. You've got the familiar George Washington design, as seen on most quarters. But what makes the 1983 quarter stand out from other state quarters? Well, for starters, this coin was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. But it's not just its design that makes it valuable. It's the rare, hidden treasure that we'll uncover next. Now, you may think, it's just another state quarter, right? What's the big deal? Well, here's the twist. While most 1983 quarters are common and worth just 25 cents, there's a very rare misprint that has been discovered over the years. The 1983 South Carolina quarter with an extremely rare error, a double die on the reverse. In some of these quarters, the design on the reverse, particularly the palmetto tree, appears doubled. This happens when the coin is struck more than once during the minting process, causing the design to overlap or appear thicker than normal. Double die errors are among the most sought-after anomalies in coin collecting because they make a coin unique and extremely rare. And this is where the magic happens. The 1983 South Carolina quarter with a double die error is one of the most valuable state quarters out there. So, how much is this rare error coin worth? If you've got one of these double die error coins in excellent condition, it could be worth as much as $8 million. Yes, million. The high price comes from its rarity and the demand among collectors and investors. Coins like these have been sold at auction for staggering amounts, often fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some have even reached the $8 million mark, making them one of the most valuable state quarters on the market today. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I tell if my 1983 quarter is worth that much? Well, I've got some tips for you coming up. Look closely at the reverse side of the coin. The most noticeable signs of a double die error are in the details of the palmetto tree and the lettering. If you notice the tree's leaves with the state name, South Carolina, looking unusually thick or doubled, you've got yourself a potential error coin. Check the words South Carolina and the stars around the coin. Sometimes these areas also show doubling. If you spot any doubling, hold on tight because you could have a very valuable coin. What to do if you find a rare coin? If you think you've found one of these rare coins, don't just rush to spend it. First, make sure to keep it in the best condition possible. Place it in a coin holder or protective sleeve to prevent damage. Next, have your coin professionally appraised. There are many certified numismatists who can evaluate your coin's authenticity and condition. You can also send it to a grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGS). A high-quality, certified coin will fetch a much higher price. Once you've verified your coin's value, you have a few options for selling it. The most lucrative way is through a professional coin auction where collectors bid on rare coins. These auctions often bring in the highest price. You can also sell your coin through reputable online platforms or dealers specializing in rare coins. Just be sure to choose a trusted seller to avoid scams and ensure that you get the best price possible. So, the next time you're going through your old change jar, take a closer look at those quarters. You might just be holding a piece of history that could be worth a lot more than 25 cents. The 1983 South Carolina quarter with a double die error could be your ticket to a small fortune. We're talking about one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the world, the mysterious 1985 South Carolina no $quarter coin. Yep, you heard that right, this coin is so rare that it's worth up to $8 million in today's market. Stay tuned, because I'll tell you how to spot one, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's dive into the fascinating history of this coin. Back in 1985, the U.S. Mint was in a state of transition. Silver was being removed from most circulating coins because of rising silver price. The Mint began using copper-nickel-clad materials instead of silver for quarters, dimes, and half dollars, but here's where it gets interesting. In South Carolina, a small batch of quarters was accidentally struck without a proper denomination. That's right, these coins were minted without the $quarter text we're used to seeing, making them a true anomaly. It's believed only a handful of these coins exist, and most were either destroyed or lost in circulation. but a few survived, and collectors today are willing to pay a fortune to own one. So, why is this coin worth so much money? A combination of factors makes it highly valuable. Rarity, only a few were ever made, and even fewer have been found. It represents a unique minting era during a critical time in US coin production history. Like any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a huge role. If you've got one in mint or near mint condition, you could be looking at the full 8 million value. Collectors and numismatists, the fancy word for coin experts, go absolutely wild for coins like this. Alright, now the big question: how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? Here's what to look for. Date: check the year on the coin. It should say 1965, no denomination. On a standard quarter, you'll see the words $quarter on the reverse side. If those words are missing, you might be holding a treasure. Some of these coins may have the D or P mint mark indicating where they were struck, but the lack of a denomination is the real giveaway. The coin should be made of the copper-nickel-clad material used starting in 1965, not silver. If you think you've got a match, it's time to dig deeper. Found something that looks promising? Don't rush to sell it just yet. Follow these steps to ensure you get the best value. Take it to a professional coin grading service like appraisal. They'll certify the coin's authenticity and condition. Check recent auction results for similar coins. Websites like Heritage Auctions and eBay can give you an idea of current prices. Choose the right selling method. High-value coins are best sold through reputable auction houses or coin dealers specializing in rare coins. Avoid selling to anyone who offers cash on the spot without proper valuation. A certified 1965 South Carolina no $quarter coin could change your life, so make sure you handle it with care. And there you have it, one of the rarest and most valuable coins in US history. If you think you might have one of these in your collection, now's the time to take a closer look. Who knows? That old jar of coins in your attic could be hiding a 8 million jackpot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Who knows? They might have one of these rare coins too. And if you have any questions about coins or collectibles, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help you out.